Turns out when you can only afford a $500 boat, you get a $500 boat. Hello and welcome to the shop. I'm Jared and this is the Questable Garage, and we are back in Georgia for a little bit more normal of a video. Everyone who's joined us with the 212 EV1 story, welcome to the channel. We do a lot of really cool things. It's not just restoring oddball historic EVs, build hot rods, loud engines, other weird EVs, and just a little bit of everything. That's why it's called the Questable Garage. We have a lot of fun. And today's hopefully going to be one of those episodes. If you didn't know, I live in North Georgia. Around us, we have an amazing lake called Lake Lanier, and I have always wanted to have a boat to go out and kind of cruise. I've got two Great Pyrenees. You guys see them sometimes in the episodes. You always see them on me. The fur is impossible. And I just thought it'd be fun. Have a boat, go cruising. Well, about 4 years ago, I paid a guy for a boat. I paid him to fix it and do a new interior and get it ready. And then he vanished. And I just kind of figured I had the most authentic boat owner's experience. You spend a lot of money and you never get to enjoy it. I figured we were done. Well, Darren, who is helping with the 212 restoration, he's the one who owns the warehouse that we are rebuilding the EV1 in, keeps talking about his boat and the boat nights and how much fun it is, and it got me wanting one again. Springtime is coming, weather is getting better. It's time to get a boat. But he keeps talking about a Chris Craft. All of his friends that come by the shop, they talk about the boat. So I figured I need a Chris Craft, right? I mean, if all of the friends around Darren love his, it's the boat to get. The only thing is they're very expensive. So I jumped on Marketplace, found one that was close to my budget, and then did my ultimate negotiating strategy. I sent a message really lowballing them and just say, whatever it is, I'm going to take it. Not going to look at it. We are just going to go. I'm going to give you this small amount of money and I will take it off your property. And that gamble has paid off fairly well. The Tahoe hybrid, the two-mode hybrid that we just restored, had potentially catastrophic issues. And I set a firm low price. I said, I will pay this. And that gamble paid off because it needed coolant. Needed some small little things, but all of its major systems have worked. It's been amazing. So, why won't that tactic work for a boat? Well, why won't that tactic work for a boat? So I say, let's go jump in the Silverado and go and get my new Chris Craft boat. We're finally gonna get on the water, and the only person who's gonna scam me is me. There's no such thing as a cheap boat. Oh, hey guys, let me take just a quick break from getting all of that work done and tell you about today's sponsor, Raycon, and their essential open earbuds. I should open it. See, they're open. You guys are no stranger to hearing me talk about Raycon, and that's because I love the product. If I'm telling you about something, it is something I genuinely use. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about the Raycon Essential Open Earbuds. Now, it's a little bit different design from what you traditionally see me wearing. This is the over-the-ear earbud. It works perfect for someone who maybe has sensitivity, doesn't like an earbud shoved into their ear, or someone that really needs to hear everything that's going on around them. In some workshops, you can't wear an earbud in your ear, but you can wear the Essential Open Earbud because it doesn't interfere with ambient sound around you. Now, when I say they're comfortable, they're lightweight and they're convenient. 36 hours of battery life. You've got 8 hours of playback with a 36-hour charge in the case. Another great feature is the multi-Bluepoint connectivity. I can have it connected to my phone and to my laptop all at once. I get a call in the middle of video review, not a problem. I switch right over and I don't have to take them off. Seriously, the Raycons fit into just about every single activity that you're going to do. And by ordering a pair and supporting the sponsors that support the channel, you help the channel and keep things questionable. But it's not a questionable choice to get you a pair of Raycons. The Essential Open Earbuds are perfect for refreshing your routine this spring. Go to buyraycon.com/questionableopen to save 20%. Thanks Raycon for sponsoring. Also, that link's down below. Grab it there. All right, we made the drive. Of course we did. It's a nice, simple 18-mile drive over to my own Chris Craft. I'm thinking it's somehow better and worse. I'm gonna say Darren's maybe looks a little better, but just like Darren's boat, mine's wood as well. It's growing its own trees. Turns out when you can only afford a $500 boat, you get a $500 boat. The hull's last been in the water, 09. Somehow, trailer doesn't look too awful. It is a surge brake trailer, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. Hopefully that turns down. I wonder if they added that. Were they really doing a lot of ethanol in the 80s? Because this is an 89, limited 205. Of course, the Chris Craft. Why do I want a boat like this? The bow rider. To me, like the cubby cabins, they're cool, but it's a day boat. You need a bow rider. You got your nice engine cover / sunning bed. That used to be about this. Ow. Ooh, it bit me. So that used to live about here, and that would have been there. So, any hope of a good floor? Out. I will say, though, the captain's chairs surprisingly don't look too awful. If those survive, maybe we're okay, but my hopes for that floor are about as sturdy as the storage top there. Oh boy, what did I do? I got a boat, that's what I did. Hey, paddles. We got some very rotten wood. Maybe I need to get Robert in town again. Aging wheels. He's really good with woodworking. Let's keep going around. So, I'm sure no one's going to be surprised. We got a pair of flat tires. Do we have a matching full set? Ooh. Alpha 1. Actually, surface corrosion, but not looking terrible. Does it spin? A little dirty, but it spins. So that's encouraging. Got a ladder. That's the trailer. That's the earth. Oh, good Lord. I didn't bring a shovel. I have air compressor. I have jack. And that's about it. So that's enough dilly-dally. Maybe we'll start with the easy side, see what happens when we pump up some air, and then we'll address this. See if we can get it drug out of the hole. You know, I mean, it's rough. It needs a little polish, but I'm not scared yet. I don't even know if the engine's in it. We're not going to look at that. Let's just get it out of the hole, get it back to the shop and get it clean, and then we'll worry about if it even has an engine. Plan's pretty simple. We're going to start jacking it up, getting air, and seeing if these will even spin. I might have to run back for more tools. I got some penetrant oil we can try spraying on the brakes. Get them turning. A little compressor. Good news is this is the light jack. All right. At least this is Georgia. Means we're less likely to have road corrosion. There's just corrosion, from sitting. Bearing's a little loose, which actually probably won't hurt us. For the short drive we gotta go, I'm okay with that. All right, we're turning. Good things. I will say having the power station's kind of fun. Lets you be a little bit more reckless with your air. I was going to make a joke. Everyone should do revivals with a Silverado EV, but usually when we're out dragging this crap out, we're not operating in the budget to have a $100,000 truck. I'm sorry, $90,000 truck. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. Won't get us anywhere. One down. Although to be fair, this is probably the easier side, seeing as how it's not buried in mud. While that little guy's buzzing away, these should have quick greasable caps. So let's shoot some grease on the bearing. That's maybe a little looser than I'd like for any substantial driving. We don't have substantial driving. Do we say that's 25% done? Because this was the easier side, for sure. It's up on air. That's had better days. So, just lifting that side on air, we got some gap in the mud. Front nipples there. Let's get some air under it and then air in it. I'm wondering, do we air up 3 of 4 and start trying to move it, or what? Now I'm kind of wishing I had a shovel. No way. Watch the knee. Okay, well, they roll. Did not expect that. Wow, okay. Still think hole's solid. That's about it. Beyond that, there ain't a solid thing about the wood. Just the woods it's in, maybe. You know what? Let's start with the rear one. Glass is good. There we go. There's mud in the way. Listen, I know there's little battery pack stuff, but you know, a whole compressor is really convenient. That's fully on the ground now, so I can't spin it anymore. That one made a leak on us. That one's holding. Oh, that one's holding now. Let's grease these bad boys up. I got the greatest thing from the orthopedic last visit. It's a cold water icing machine. So at some point, my body decided to become allergic to NSAID, you know, anti-inflammatory. That's kind of crucial for treating joints and swelling. I go into like full anaphylactic. I get EpiPens around because of it. So the best possible treatment for my knee is not available to me, which kind of, you know, it stinks. But last visit, I saw it on the wall and we were talking about it. I mean, our ice maker works overtime now because it put the whole thing in each day. Oh, but when it comes to recovery, beauty has been amazing. I guess one benefit is too, even though it's a short drive, I've got a chase driver coming. If the tire suddenly looks flat, I can just pull over and plug in my air compressor and top it back up. It's kind of like cheating in the best possible way. Let's look at the next step. Well, that's encouraging. We got the trailer effectively, sort of, out of the dirt now. Look at that. Didn't expect it. I'm trying to decide how much we clean, but we're not to that point yet. Next up, I don't remember what's next up. Let me pause and walk around. Then I'll remember. I remember that was a little too close. So now that Jack's getting ready to go back up, we do our super cheaty little boop, boop, boop. All the clearance in the world. Multifunction. That's one of those consistently cool and annoying things. Learning that four-wheel steer really messes you up. Will this go down any? No way. Come on. Oh, I didn't notice how much we rolled off, though. Poop. Oh. Okay. Next big hurdle. It's one of those screw downs. Goes up and down. It is a tube. Come on. No freaking way. I'm going to turn into Sean, the what no way guy soon. All right. I guess maybe this is what we're getting for now. Knowing it's all about to go horribly wrong. All right, plenty clear there. Safety chain. Okay. Let me work on getting it clean. I was making noises. I don't know if they're good noises. I can see there's definitely a boat back there with a tree coming with. See it there. I don't want to turn on the cameras yet. Like I said, we're going to back out and try to, or pull it out and then back it into the spot next to it and give it all a good once over. There we go. Well, all right, that did really well. Honestly, the only problem the truck had is one of the front wheels was kind of off the road and in some mud, and I didn't have it in the off-road mode, so it spun a little. But, I mean, she was in pretty deep. We got it out, and I'm still optimistic. One thing I am going to go ahead and do is knock as much of the loose stuff off. I don't want to clean it yet. I'm going to wait till we get back to really worry about cleaning it, but I'm going to knock the stuff off that might fall into other vehicles. Also, lights. Those aren't going to work. Once I'm done kind of just cleaning it a little bit, I'm going to show you what I got. So we'll have lights and be legal. Legal for our trip home. Now there's real fancy, nice boat straps. I just got the inexpensive Harbor Freight ones to go right now. So we'll cut these down because we definitely don't need 400 feet extra. And if I remember, you go slightly snug, but not ridiculous. Now, granted, my boat ownership only in, previously was pay a lot of money, never get to use it. But I did a lot of research. I also haven't found the little drain plug on the bottom. There's obviously going to be water in the hole, which is going to make it a little heavy. I don't think the truck's going to care. There you go, a couple clicks, nothing crazy, and then one will loop-de-de-loop. Now we're going to do our drive. Again, this is just in case the hydraulic leaks down. This thing's been sitting, not running for a very, very long time, so I wouldn't say it's abnormal for a hydraulic system to leak down over 10 years. All right. Again, I got someone who's going to trail me, so. Oh, that's not a good sign. It turns one way, but not another. Hope that's not an indicator my motor's locked up, but we're going to go slow and easy. Hey, one more thing. Let me get it out of the truck. We aren't going anywhere without lights. Come on now. Now, I didn't spring for the wireless. That was outlandishly expensive. Oh, I forgot my knife. There's water leaking from the middle of the boat. I hope that's not an indicator that there's a hole in the middle, because that would be sad. Oh, it's fiberglass, which I actually haven't done any research. I'm wondering who made this boat for Chris Craft, because Chris Craft is known for their wood boats. All right. But yeah, these are just magnetic, so you drop them down on the trailer down there. And it gives you temporary lights, so you can do crazy stuff legally. We're making really good progress with our wiring. Also, I found the drain plug. It's open. That's why water's running out. I was looking at this, and I'm like, surely that's got the built-in 4-pin. No, that's interior, exterior camera, and a 7-pin. So, editor Dwayne was on his way to just kind of follow and be a safety behind me. So I've got him grabbing an adapter. Dang it, we were so close. I'm torn. Do we pull our tree out and replant it back at the shop, or I'm sorry, leave the tree for the trip, plant it at the shop, or go ahead and leave it here in the woods? Not sure. Well, it looks like my wiring adapter got here. Oh, editor Dwayne.
What is that?
There's a reason I didn't tell you, because I think you would have talked me out of it.
What did you do, you goofball? Oh my
Listen, I've ever since not getting my chaparral, remember we talked about how great it would be to take the dogs out and just cruise Lake Lanier.
Oh my gosh, you got a tree.
Well, Chris Crafts are most known for having wood holes. Now, in their smaller lineup, they are fiberglass, but this is a hybrid. Yeah. It's a hybrid fiberglass wood hole.
Gosh. What in the heck?
So I want you to follow with the Camry, so if anything falls off,
Like a tree.
that or a boat.
What is this? What are you doing here?
That's for safety. So an outdrive is a very expensive thing.
Yeah.
And while the hydraulics are holding it, I explained this too in the video, but like while it's holding up for now,
Right.
I'm worried, you know, going down the road, it may try to drop, and driving that into the street would be very expensive.
That would be a bad thing, yeah.
It would make my cheap boat a very expensive thing.
Yeah.
So, but
Wow.
do we leave the tree in or not?
Yeah, I think you need to keep it natural.
Still have the tree. I also forgot how much I hate surge brakes. Especially surge brakes that don't really work not much anymore, because that trailer just is shifting constantly front and back. But tree's holding on. Well, the tree made it. And kind of like you said, that was very boring.
Yeah, that's about as uneventful of a drive as it could possibly be.
Turns
sure.
out you do enough questionable stuff, you can plan it right to make it less questionable of a drive.
Yeah.
The worst part, and I commented a little bit on my video driving, this has surge brakes, which are basically when you're slowing down, it uses hydraulic, the trailer sliding forward to push against the master cylinder to activate trailer brakes. So you don't need an electric controller in the truck. The problem is when they're gone, you just have the trailer slamming against the hitch constantly, and it's jarring every time. But I mean, I feel like we need to figure out if we can take this. Do you want to plant this in the woods behind your house?
Oh, that's actually a great idea.
If we can get it out safely, I mean,
We'll have to, yeah, that's great.
out in the open, it's a little bit bigger, which is a great thing. A big wide boat is nice, because again, this just meant I'm not looking for a speedboat, but I'm 6'7", like it's big. So I've intentionally not looked at anything. Like before you got to where it was sitting in the woods, all I've done was get the tires rolling and holding air.
And they did.
Yeah, phenomenal. And it's leaking water out. I found the hole. Like I made a comment. I was trying to figure out where that drain hole was. I found it.
Right there in the middle.
Did you have to turn the wipers on at all following?
No.
That's good. Okay.
It wasn't that much.
We're not using the integrated ladder because it currently has a tree growing through it. So we'll use our own. We'll climb on and see how it goes. And then I guess I'll start with pulling this off, or maybe the front one, and let's figure out what we got.
Kind of see what in the world we got here.
What did I buy?
What did you buy? I didn't buy that. You bought.
Listen.
I can't believe you did this. That was
Really?
about the last thing I expected you to have when I pulled up there. That's for sure. Yeah.
Now that I can see the floor in the rear seat, there isn't.
Yeah. Oh. Is it safe to climb on?
Oh, I'm sure. It's, maybe stay closer to the edges when you slide in.
Well, let's see. Permission to come aboard, sir.
Permission granted.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna come on up here.
Well, I will say, in slightly good news, so I'm standing on the stringers. That's kind of like the structural vertical parts of the boat, and that feels good. But
That doesn't look so good.
Maybe not so much there. The part that our seats bolt to, you know, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That'll be easy to remove. This, I mentioned it a little. It should be about here.
And it is, oh.
Yeah, the whole.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that I'm going to keep those life preservers.
Yeah, I don't know if they would probably do much good at this point. Oh my gosh.
The shop roll I was supposed to get, I thought was a pretty big and decent boat. I didn't realize how big the Chris Craft was. Like,
how wide is that?
At least a Jared wide.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about
7 foot, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna say at least 7 feet. Wow.
Glass looking pretty good. The storage top, not so much. There it is again. Limited. Is that a turn signal or is it adjustment stock? I don't have a key. That's the horn. I'm assuming that's bilge. It looks like a water pump. So probably bilge, lights. I don't know. We'll figure all this out. The trim. So the trim, that's... Wait, why do I have two? I have buttons here and buttons there. Oh, no. This is the fuse and switch. That's the breaker panel.
Okay.
So one of these is throttle. This feels like the throttle. This is the gear for the... Okay. So the fact it wasn't turning, I think it was actually in gear. Because I could turn it one way but not the other. I think it was in gear.
You ever driven a boat before?
Long ago.
Okay. You have to have a license?
In Georgia, if you're a minor, you do. Or I think if you were born after a certain date, you need to, but we're old enough that we're grandfathered in, even though you've never boated in your life. You technically, because you're old.
Right, thank you. Yeah.
Well, I did finger quotes. Wow. I mean, those are kind of fancy. I mean, I don't know. It's not awful. They might be salvageable, as are. Hey, you want to take a seat at the captain's helm? Why don't you go ahead and plop on right down in there?
Oh, I don't want to. I got to step on the.
Oh, you can step in the middle. It'll be fine.
Beam. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, gee. Okay.
All right, and lean back. Comfortable.
Oh, I'm going to go through this thing. I know.
Honestly, that was kind of what I was hoping for you to just lean back.
Thank you.
And keep going.
Yeah. That would be just really funny. Yeah. Okay.
For me.
Wow. Yeah. For one of us. Yeah. Whoa. Wow. All right.
Now,
wow.
Also, I guess in a slightly good, there's a lot of fiberglass. Like, there's not a lot of wood floor to replace.
Yeah.
Do I have anything in the glove box? Oh, and it is stuffed full. We'll start here. Oh, wow. Listen, this is cool, but I think we have, you're holding one of them. I think we have mobile GPS, but we are right around Lake Lanier. There's boats all the time through all summer. I've gone out with my friend Daniel. We've gone fishing. Lake Lanier is huge. They held the Olympics on it, rowing back in 96, was it? Right? Yep. That was the Atlanta Olympics. And it's just, it's kind of cool to actually. So this is a heavy duty, like permanent.
That's like a nautical. A nautical map.
Yep. So and it shows the depth of the waterways, all the little tributaries. There's more to look at.
Yeah.
We got a whole boat.
What else you got in there? What is it?
We have got, I think.
Is that the key? That's the key, Jared.
That might be. So, this is. I was wondering how you open the fuel door. They have so this locks in to open the door. Huh. But this is a key.
Huh. You want to try it? Oh.
There's it. Well, here, try that one. All right.
There we go. Let's see if it actually fits. Oh my gosh, Jared, it fits.
All right, that's one less thing to fit. Does it crank?
It does a crank.
Okay, no, the battery's dead.
No, battery's dead. Dying. Dang, you'd think it wouldn't be dead yet.
All right.
Since 2009.
We got some antibacterial wipes. Expires 01, so
yeah, it's been around.
They've been around a bit. Oh, wow. Registration. Let me make sure we don't show Chris Craft 21 foot. Birthday 2006. Okay. We have a 09 sticker, but 06 for sure. What is this?
Oh.
These are someone's pictures.
That's the boat.
That's
it.
this
That is
boat.
it. Whoa, look how
The
red
right
it
hole
is.
number and everything with the gray.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful.
The trailer, different color. I don't think we'll separate the second picture, but
wow,
someone appreciated their boat, which they should have.
That's cool.
Electronic mosquito repeller. I don't think those work.
That works now. Ugh. Is that a watch band or something?
Something. There's just a lot of garbagey things. What is this? An Oh, is this? No, it's a product lineup for 88. So this is the 88.
Okay.
Should I start in the back?
Oh, careful with it. It's pretty.
Oh no, we're not in the back with our boat.
That's where Darren is.
Let's get. Oh, there we go. We are
Is it there?
a limited bow rider right there.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
And there's the answer. It's 8'6".
8'6". All right. Wow. Dry weight. What's that say?
3,000 pounds.
Wonder what the wet weight is. It's pretty wet right now.
Right now it's very wet. 40 gallons.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
Look
at that.
And then there's just kind of a lot of other. I don't want to dig too much more. I'm not sure what diseases we'll pick up.
Yeah.
There's some paracord with
look at
disease.
Oh, look at this. Lighter. Wow.
Not sure we need that. And then, yeah. Oh, there's the rearview mirror. So on a boat, they normally aren't glass. It's just a chrome.
Okay.
So you can see.
Yeah.
Especially if you're
There we are.
like dragging a boater
we
or
are.
a tuber behind you.
Oh, yeah. You want to see that.
Yeah, more or less when you launch them. if they go falling off. So yeah, and then there's your nice firm grip.
On. Yeah.
All right, well, let's go to the bow. Yeah, my butt's very wet.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Where's our latch? Or is it just going to be stuck? So there used to be latches. They're pretty much gone. So it's going to be stuck.
yeah.
Here we go. Oh, nice. So there's a stopper there, and then boom, clicks on right there.
Okay.
Does this come out to let you? Oh yeah, it does. So that will come out.
Yeah.
So you can fully come up and sit around here.
That little donut thing. I was like
Oh, they're bumpers. So like if you're out hanging out with your friends, you'll hang those off and then you tie each other's boats. So that way or if you're going up against a dock.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I got my Brunts on, thankfully. They're waterproof.
I got my 10 inches. That's not
More pureed wood, though.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Okay. Oh, man. I'm going to take that tree home and stick it in my yard as a memento.
Oh.
Wow.
If we can get it out. Oh. I'm trying.
That is really in there.
Oh, so these come up independently, but the tree is holding them together.
Look at that root system. It's pretty impressive. And that tree is what, like 2 inches?
Inch and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, no, definitely. 2 or 3 inches at least.
That's been in there a while.
There you go. I've got some bags in the front of the Silverado, so we can. Oops. I'm not even paying attention as I'm just hitting you in the face repeatedly with it.
All right. Well, thank you, tree. We'll try to keep you alive. Yeah. Okay. I'm taking you home. Don't worry. It'll be okay.
All right, so we've got more mooring ropes. Pretty much spent. Oh my gosh! Waterlogged.
Well,
It's the tush kush. Oh no, the sorry tree. There's more.
what is in there?
That's water.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah.
Oh my
You
goodness.
paid for a lot of water.
Beyond that,
It looks solid, whatever that.
no.
Oh, that's not solid. Okay.
No, it's.
Okay.
I guess I'll send these cushions overboard for now. You know, there's a phrase when it comes to boat ownership. 2 happiest days of a boat owner's life. The day he buys it, the day he sells it.
So that means both you and the old owner are happy today, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so, and then this, just the anchor.
Okay.
That's actually a decent looking anchor rope. A lot of anchor rope. With a little bit of rodent. Oh, well, here, we'll throw. All right, good. Now we're not going anywhere. That's just access to electrical. Good news is that's dry. That's for forward lights. Well, I guess maybe I should look at the most important thing that I've not yet. The engine area.
Yeah, that's a little scary. I hope there's an engine in there. Do you know if there's an engine?
No. Or
You don't know if there's even an engine in this?
No, there should be. Do we look or do we clean it first?
Well,
we can look.
I think we need to.
And then I will clean it.
I think that's a good idea.
Because if there's not an engine there,
curious.
I am too. But at the same token, it's very gross. Everything. Like, how do I clean that? I mean, this is just kind of like the floor rips up. Oh, I got paddles. Listen, we can go in the water today.
Oh.
We don't need the engine. We're set.
You can go in the water today. I'm not doing that.
That's a far reach down. You can tell this was a loved boat. That was wood.
Good.
The wood's the easy part. The upholstery.
Yeah, that's not going to be as easy. What do you think so far? Good deal, bad deal?
It's a boat. It's always a bad deal. There's no good boat deals. Ever.
Okay, this is a moment of truth here.
Well, it's
it is the
a 4.3. It's not a V8. Okay. Not necessarily good or bad. I just, for some reason, expected a V8 in this big old thing.
So what is that, a 6 then?
Yep, V6, 4.3 liter. Oh no. I thought some parts were missing. The manifolds are off, and it's halfway taken apart. It means there's reasonable chance that this is locked up. Someone's been in here. Still has the spark arrestor and all of those parts, but all of the water system being off of it. Hey, there's a battery. Nice and wet. I guess maybe. Ow. And slightly good news. It being a 4.3, it's cheaper to replace, but I also was kind of, banking on it maybe being.
Oh, now it'll start.
Not likely, but you know. Oh, I see a problem. I see 2 really big problems. So, an exhaust manifold in a boat is water cooled because they actually immediately go into rubber. So this is your exhaust manifold that has fresh water and exhaust running through it. That is a drain that is closed. That is a very cracked and busted manifold. See that big old blowout there?
Yep.
And if you look in the hole there, that has the exact same blowout.
So what would have caused that?
Not winterizing your boat. So what happens is when you take them out of the water and it's going to get cold, you got to get all the water out of it. Open all the drains, put some coolant, antifreeze back in. And when you don't do that, best case only your manifolds crack. I kind of have a feeling that if we did some digging down low, we've got, I don't see a crack in the block just yet, but if we look at this freeze plug, they're called freeze plugs, but they actually technically are casting plugs. That one's pushed out. That one's gone.
That's not a good
So
thing.
the block froze.
Yeah. We're dead in the water, so to speak?
I need a floor. I need interior, speakers, electrical system. I need an engine. Or I sell an outdrive. And then I'm right back to exactly where I was and don't have a boat. But maybe we still pressure wash it and just kind of see what's left. I don't know that it necessarily deserves it, but I mean,
There's the dream.
oh, I'm falling through the floor. Don't mind me.
So what's the plan? What's the thought here?
We'll pressure wash it, and I'll think more, and then try to come up with a sane idea, but probably won't. Like if it wasn't all three, if it didn't need a floor, interior, and an engine, any one of those would be a reasonable starting point. But the good thing, this is the questable garage. I'm gonna get the pressure washer so I can feel a little better. Throw some of the garbage away.
At least do something.
Make it look pretty. Double it and pass it to the next person. That's what I'm gonna do.
And then you can be happy again.
And they'll be happy because they just got their new project boat. Science project, I think we made the moss grow suddenly. That or it's fungus. We're patient zero. What happened to your glasses? You so
Got a little bit, a little wet there. Yeah.
That slow-mo shot, it doesn't matter how you position it, it's hitting you in the face.
You're gonna get wet. Yeah.
Ignore the dirty side. We haven't did anything there, but as you can tell, look,
Yeah.
it's getting a little better. And if you look down this side,
Now that's
it doesn't look much better either. There's a little bit less algae on it. We got a lot of mud on us. And then I hit a point. These marketplace deals, it's sometimes a gamble. And the Tahoe wasn't a marketplace deal, but I gambled. I just threw out a number, whatever it was, and we were on the positive side of that number. What do you think, Dwayne? Do you think we're doing good on the Chris Craft?
I think you have a project on your hands here, Jared.
I don't know if I have a project on my hands. I have a lot of projects, and I thought, you know, if any one of the things was wrong, we were good to go, but I'm like so close to just saying we've got to punt this one. Like, I don't want to, because like the more I'm sitting around it, the more excited I am about having a boat, and it's a really good boat, and they're very, very expensive when they're right, but sometimes you're so far gone from right that you've almost come back around to it, except you're not any better. Like there's a solid wall of something good. This is not it's not right for me right now. But because I'm a YouTuber, I have to do YouTube things.
Yeah, you have to have projects.
If you guys want to see me rebuild a Chris Craft and we hit 750,000 views and 80,000 likes, I'll rebuild a Chris Craft. I'm not promising when, because I've got no shortage of things around me, and we have an EV1 that we have to rebuild. I don't know. The other possibility, if we don't hit those numbers, if you're in the North Georgia area, and you really want a Chris Craft, my email's down below. I mean, all told, I'm like $700 into it, so maybe $200 and a white monster gets it. I don't know. I know this is the Questionable Garage, but sometimes you have to be a little bit smart. But like just looking at it, it is a beautiful bow rider, and it was cared about once upon its life. But maybe I shouldn't have done my whatever it is, I'll take it price, because had I flipped the engine cover and saw it halfway apart, I would have known it wasn't right. But guys, there's not a $500 Chris Craft out there. That's going to be in the water anytime this year. So I hate giving up on things, but sometimes for your sake and my sake, it's okay.
Yeah, that is unusual, because normally you are not quite like that.
I'm bummed. You can't win them all, you know. I thought I was going to at least try to get the engine running, but there's no point. Like it's locked up. It's frozen. It's probably cracked. If we get 1 million views, I'll take the 6-liter LS out of the wrecked Escalade and we'll LS swap it.
Hey, you never know.
That'll tell me that people want to watch Chris Craft content. So that's it. I'm bummed. It happens. Appreciate you guys watching while I chased a dream and quickly ran away and woke up before it became a nightmare. I'm Jared, reminding you guys to always make questionable choices, and it is okay, as much as it hurts and you don't want to give up and send a project on down the Junkyard River. We'll see you next time. More EV1 content, maybe.